Good morning. It's Friday, October 28th, 2022, and it's time for your morning walk with me, Sophfronia. I am on the beautiful campus of Alma College this week. Got to see Tane. I'm taking him and his friends out to dinner this evening, having a wonderful time talking to students about the MFA program. So I was thinking about the Writer's Almanac. If you get those emails, it used to be a feature on NPR, National Public Radio, where they would talk about the things that have happened in writing and with authors on a particular date. But at the end, Garrison Keillor, the narrator, would always say, "Be well, do good work, and keep in touch." And I've been thinking about what does keep in touch mean, and how do you do it? And it specifically came up this week because I was talking to someone about this, someone who had to ask for help with something, and he was telling me about how he didn't like to ask for help. And I was curious about that because that's hard for me too. And the more we delved into it, the thing we came up with was that he felt he was asking someone whom he hadn't been in touch with for several months. And so he's feeling, kind of weird and iffy about that. Now, I explained to him that this person probably cared a lot and wouldn't mind that. But this is a good point to remember why it's important to stay in touch. Not just so that you can ask someone for help, but just so that you can feel connected and supported in the things that you're trying to do. And what does keep in touch mean? I think, social media gives us the illusion that we're keeping in touch. But it's not the same as receiving even just a few words directly from someone, whether via text or just a brief email. I will sometimes receive pictures from someone on a walk, right? And I was telling students the other day when we were talking about keeping in touch, especially with mentors, you can do that. You do that for your friends, right? You send a funny picture or something that you saw that was beautiful. You can do that with anyone that you're trying to stay in touch with. It can be brief. You can make time once a month to send out a card or a note, right? I usually try to do that on a Saturday, sit down and write cards or even a letter. But I think we've been given the illusion by a lot of tech that we're keeping in touch, and it's not until we really need something that we realize that we're not. So think about that, and think about how well you're doing at staying in touch, and see if you can change a few things to make that better. I'm going to keep walking. I think it's time for a pumpkin spice latte. I'm going to be driving home this weekend. I'm going to be in Chicago next week, which is totally unexpected. A friend has invited me to a luncheon where Michelle Obama is going to be speaking, so I'm thrilled about that. And I'm going to get to see some of my classmates, which is always a wonderful thing because we keep in touch. So you take care, be well, and I'll talk to you soon.